Setting up your meeting for YouTube Live, redirecting to YouTube. There we go. Fantastic. And so we are now live on YouTube, which is fantastic. And here we go. Present mode. And the recording on. Well, hello, everybody. And we're really excited to see you here today and welcome you to our 2022 launch of the CryptoChicks Hatchery program. And this is the third iteration of our hatchery program. One moment. Let me bring that over there. So today is going to be a tale of two halves. So the first half, I'm going to make a whole load of introductions, and then we're going to actually celebrate a recent success. And at that point, I'm then going to move into and provide a little bit of background about the program and CryptoChicks. So I'll go through the program in a little bit more detail, what we do, why we do it, and what everyone should be expecting from the program. Then, depending how we're doing on time, we should hope to get a few introductions from our founders in, and also possibly even introduce some of our mentors. And then there'll be some information on how to get involved. At that point, we shall stop the YouTube live and say farewell to our YouTube watchers, our live stream watchers, and then we'll actually go into a deep dive with our mentors and founders who are in the program. So welcome to CryptoChicks Hatchery 2021-2022. Just for one moment, Elena, do you have the, thank you. Yes, you can see, forgive us, we're looking after our WhatsApp group at the same time. So I'll just let in a couple more people.
Yeah, no problem, Sue. I will handle it. Don't worry.
Thank you very much. So I can concentrate on just the presentation. That's fantastic. Excellent. So who are we? Well, I'm going to introduce myself first, but then I'm going to introduce a couple of other very important people who are on this call with us today. So I'm Sue Christensen. I'm the bottom right-hand picture. And I'm the Education Programs Manager at CryptoChicks. So my area of expertise is in education, is in training, and is in entrepreneurship. Now, I'm actually going to be the main host for the program workshops, and I'm actually creating the program and the courses for the program. I'm excited to be working with new startups, as I love seeing an idea come and grow into a business and grow into a full business. And I love helping founders steer their way through the maze of launching that business. So that's a little bit about me. So now I'm going to throw it over to Elena, who can introduce herself.
All right. Hello, everyone. My name is Elena Sinelnikova. I hope you can hear me because I'm not sure the screen is still saying that my microphone is muted, but
I can hear you fine.
Thank you. All right. And again, my name is Elena Sinelnikova. I am the original founder of CryptoChicks. And also, I would like to introduce today our Sue, who is leading this meeting. And Susan is our educational manager for the program, for the CryptoChicks Hatchery, and also for CryptoChicks Academy. And we have also on the meeting here, Gia Matu, who is our new CEO of CryptoChicks Hatchery. So she is the new boss because I'm taking on, on a bigger role and also on managing other startups. So therefore, Gia is taking over this program. Thank you so much, Gia. And Sue, of course, she will be leading the whole education, but I will be here all the way through your journey, and I will be helping you. So by now, I have tremendous experience in building startups, in raising millions of dollars in funding, in building the platforms. So I hope you can benefit from my experience and same experience Gia has, who also been involved in lots of startups and also built startups. So we're here to help you. And Susan is here to lead. There you go.
Thank you, Alina. So yes, Alina is the fount of all knowledge when it comes to CryptoChicks and launching a blockchain-based business. But before we move on, Gia, come and say hi to everyone and tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hi, everyone. I'm really excited to meet you all. I joined CryptoChicks over the summer with Elena and obviously Sue. So we've been working together to launch this program for you guys. My background is actually in startups and business. So I've worked in the oil and gas industry and also in clean tech. So I can definitely help you with any questions that you guys have from your idea stage all the way up to IPO, fundraising tips, anything. As most of you guys already have my phone number, so if you ever need anything, any guidance, and I will also set up office hours where you can come and speak to me if you have any questions or in areas that you need help in. So I'm always going to be available for you guys throughout the journey. And very excited to work with everybody.
Thank you, Gia. So yes, we're here. We're here to help you and steer you and hold your hand through the journey of being a member of the hatchery. But CryptoChicks isn't just us three. And in fact, just a couple of sentences about the background of the organization, because maybe not everyone's fully aware, is it was actually started by two software engineers and friends, Alina being one of them, and Natalia being the other. And they wanted to set up a support system to help women navigate the maze of blockchain technologies. Have I got that right, Alina? Would you say that was a good description?
Yeah, that's correct. But actually what happened, so we were trying to install Ethereum wallet, and both of us, Natalia and I, we have a master's degree in computer science. And for us, that was a really hard task to do. So we figured that if we cannot do it, then I can't even imagine, other people, in particular women, to do it as well. So we decided to help women, especially women, to actually to navigate through the technology. So we organized our first meetup where we had about 50 people, 50 women showed up, different ages. Some of them actually were with the walkers and sticks, and we had to help them up the stairs, right? But we explained them everything. We explained them the whole blockchain. We draw on the whiteboard. We showed them the wallet and so on. And we started doing these meetups that then grew, and we then started doing the big conferences. And then people heard of it. They came to us. They said, "Oh, let's do the conference in Pakistan. Let's do the conference in Bahamas." And we did in Australia. So we did these huge conferences in Toronto, in Australia, in Bahamas, all over the world. And these conferences were also the hackathons. So our women, we encourage them to build right there on the spot their ideas, to build them into applications. And then what do we do with all these applications? So we had decided to take it further into CryptoChicks Hatchery and build the businesses from it. And that's how it's all started. From like very, very small idea, meetup, just installing the wallet, taking it all down the building businesses route. So there you go.
Fantastic. Thank you, Alina. Actually, like I said, it's not just us three. There's a whole team of people. And this was a recent get-together that we all had in Toronto. Unfortunately, Gia is not in this meeting because she wasn't in Toronto in this photograph. She wasn't in Toronto at the time. So she's the one that's missing, unfortunately. But you can also find out a little bit more about the team on our CryptoChicks website and about the team. And I'd also like to share with you some really exciting news. Is that just recently, just in the last week, in fact, I can't remember how many days it's been, is that there's been a huge award that Alina has been involved in. Alina, would you like to tell us about it?
Yes, so one of our alumni, so Mitis Dao, who is started from this hatchery, and this project joined last year. We after the FTA and hatchery raised $5 million in funding, and now in the midst of developing a platform. And this platform was featured in this Blockchain Live conference in front of 5,000 attendees, and it was awarded the best startup award with the $100,000 like award worth of money. There you go. To put a number on it. So yes, we're really happy actually, and we were there to present Mitis DAO at the conference, and of course we had a blast. And that's not the only company that's emerged from CryptoChicks Hatchery and succeeded. We also have other ones, and probably you heard in the media, like one of them, very prominent one, is Open Dive. So Open Era's with their platform Open Era. This is a gaming platform on Solana blockchain. Right now they are in the fundraising, and they right now raising several so it's I think about 20 million or so dollars from the private investors, and they're very successful in their fundraise, and they're already live, they are building, but they are in their second fundraise right now. So that's our story, and thank you so much.
Thank you for sharing that, Elena. It's just, this one was very present because it happened in the last few days. So that's why I wanted to explore some of the successes that our alumni from this program have had. But let's take a step back for a second. Why create an incubator program? So when the founding team were looking for programs themselves to try and help them, they couldn't find an incubator program that fitted. They didn't know how to originally set up a new blockchain business. As Alina said, even trying to navigate a wallet to start off with really was something difficult to do. Didn't know how to find support to actually launch a business in the blockchain space using those technologies. And even when the founding team did find various supports, often they didn't qualify for the supports or the financing or the money or the mentoring or whatever it may be, because they were very early stage. And a lot of incubators don't necessarily go to the earliest stages. So to solve the problem, the team decided to create their own incubator. Why not? So that is how the hatchery came to be. But why is a program like the CryptoChicks Hatchery Incubator so important? And it's these statistics that are on the screen in front of you at the moment. And they're quite scary. It's 30% of businesses will fail in the first year. 50% will fail in the first 5 years. So if you make it to 5 years, you're doing really well. And then a third of them from there, only a third of them make it to the 10-year mark. Now, the good news is that CryptoChicks have been profitable since day one. And as Alina's mentioned, is now it's a global, it's an international non-profit. There are members and events and chapters in 56 different countries. And so that's helping thousands of people around the globe to learn, invest, and build businesses in blockchain. So through their own experiences and expertise, CryptoChicks team decided that it was time to start sharing this help and success in launching a business with others. So let's just think a little bit more about what it is that causes businesses to fail. And you'll see why I'm homing on these in just a moment. These are the main areas. And so this is actually what the program predominantly addresses. So for those of you who are thinking about, well, what are we going to be doing? We're going to be making sure that you don't make these mistakes and fall into these mistakes. So the biggest issue for the majority of business is that there's no market need. Now, you may think that you have hit upon the world's best idea, and it likely is an extraordinary idea. But if there is no market need for it, if nobody is interested in your idea, it's not going to go very far, and it's going to fail pretty quickly, unfortunately. So one of the first and most important things to do is actually discern whether there is a market out there for what it is that you're trying to launch. So, okay, you've worked out, yes, there is a market. So let's go for it. We're going to do this. Launching a business can be expensive, but it doesn't need to be. And we're going to come to a bit more of that later. And you can really burn through cash really fast, particularly in tech. Burn rate in tech is incredibly fast. So even though there's businesses that have worked out that their market need, they just rip through cash so fast that they have no money and they just run out of cash. So they just cannot continue. I'm just going to call out a couple more of these, is getting the right team. You know, as an organization, CryptoChicks has had to build team. Metis has had to build its own team, and working with people and working in a new startup makes a real demand upon the skills, the dedication, and the time of the team. So making sure you have the right people around you, the right people supporting you, the right mentors, little plug for the mentors there, all those people supporting you, the team at CryptoChicks also supporting you, is vital to the survival of the business. Just quickly, getting to market so you're not outcompeted. Pricing. Somebody needs to pay for this. Hopefully you will make a sale at some point. Hopefully you'll be making lots of sales. And so you need to be able to be competitive in the market. You need to actually have a product which is nice to use. I'm sure we've all come across the various platforms, apps, whatever it may be, that actually isn't so comfortable to be using. So you need to make sure that your users are happy with your product. And okay, so you've got the market. You're not running out of cash. You've got a great team of people supporting you. You've got a good price point, and the feedback that you're getting off your testers is they love what you're doing. Great. What's next? And that's where your business model comes in. Without a business model, you will go nowhere. So you need to make sure that you actually have a plan on how you can capitalize on the expertise and the success that you have. And last but not least is poor marketing. Because if nobody knows about you, no sales. And no sales means no revenue. And no revenue, unfortunately, often means no business. So with these pitfalls in mind, what the Hatchery program does is designed to address each of these problems. So number one, the market need. We'll help you test the market and see if there is actually a market for you out there. I do want to draw particular attention to the second point, the low funds, because we can actually at CryptoChicks help you overcome low funds, as not myself, but the technical experts, the wizards, have developed their own our own blockchain MVP, which you can use and reuse, so you don't need to spend multiple dollars and lots of dollars on your testing. So there's a real benefit there. And just thinking about the team, is that we're going to help you make sure that you gather the right people around you. As an organization, we've lived that ourselves. So we can bring to the table the tools that you need to be able to get the right people around you. In fact, we're going to be addressing all of these issues. I'm not necessarily going to go through everyone today. We haven't got time, but we can dig into these in more detail. And so everything that we're delivering from the content point of the program is to address these issues. So, okay, Sue, we know what we're trying to do, but how are we going to try and do it? Well, the program itself has 4 milestones in it, and these tap into the CryptoChicks theme. So the incubation, soft shell, hard shell, and hatching. Now, before I just do a very quick fly through some of these stages, what I do want to bring to your attention is that each of these milestones are achieved at the speed that is best suited to each startup. Now, every startup is different. Every startup has different timelines. Every startup has different stages that they're at. Every startup is in development at various speeds and at various points of entry. So not everybody in the program is always going to be aligned. But that's fine. With the way that this program is designed, that's not a problem. You control the speed that you travel through the program at. So what you need is available for when you need it. In education, just-in-time training. So if it takes a year to go through the program, the standard year, fantastic. If it takes longer than that, that's not a problem. We will still be here to support you as you go through these milestones within the program. So just quickly. So the incubation stage. This is the forming stage. This is where you'll do the investigation work that is needed for you to actually get your business into a place where it can succeed. And this is where you can think about the structure and be tactical and strategic about how you are going to bring your business to market. So as you can read, form your idea, do your research, and calculate some of your economics. So that'll be the incubation stage. Soft shell, that's all about testing. Testing, creating your prototype or MVP, and then actually testing out whether it's going to work, whether you have a market and an audience for it. So then we get to the hard shell stage. And this is your iteration. So you've done your testing, but now you actually need to absorb the feedback, the information that you have gained from that, and actually tweak, adjust, make the changes, retest, reevaluate, all of those words to actually make sure that you're in a really strong position to then finally move to the final stage, which is the hatching. And this is actually getting your business out there. This is when you'll get down to the nitty-gritty of actually bringing that business truly to life and bringing it to the market. So as it says, registrations, any legal requirements, funding, marketing strategy, and all those sort of pieces will actually get you to the market. So very quickly, that was just a run through of the actual flow of the program. But how do we deliver that? So the why, we know. We now know the what. This is now the how. And the methods that we use to deliver the program are, we have a multitude of methods to keep engagement, and also to allow for different learning styles and for different stages, as I've already mentioned, that all the businesses may well be at, all the startups will be at various stages. So the majority of the learning content will be delivered through live workshops. So these will be live workshops similar to today, but we'll actually be getting down into real hard details about a particular topic. They are going to be run approximately every 2 weeks. We're aiming for Thursdays, I am going to say timing, we still need to maybe tweak that a little. And I'm really excited about that. The reason that we have to tweak the timing is because we are global in this program. We have an audience in Australia with us at the moment and across multiple time zones. So for those learning sessions, we may just have to experiment with when's the best time for the most people. However, they will always be recorded. We'll have live streams, etc. So no one will miss out. But let's see if we can find the timing that works the best for the most people. So that means there's going to be a minimum of 15 of these learning workshops in the course of the program year, and that's the minimum. So during those workshops, it's custom built, custom curated content for courses and assignments to keep you on track. So they're not difficult assignments, don't worry. But that material is designed specifically for the hatchery participants so that you can really accelerate your route to success through the program. It is an incubator and we want to move you into an acceleration as well. So we want to go into accelerator. In the last year, CryptoChicks has launched its CryptoChicks Academy. And the Academy is one of the websites and the suite of CryptoChicks websites that actually has self-directed learning modules on it. So then you can take control of your learning at your time and at your pace. And as a member of the Hatchery program, you get unlimited access to those resources. So as well as the live workshops, which contain that custom built material, we've also got over 25 courses of self-directed that you can then dip into within at your time and at your comfort when you need that. We're really excited to be bringing this year some a new, well, not a new initiative, but we're expanding our initiative of our guest speakers. Because as much as there is a wealth of knowledge in within the team at CryptoChicks, Alina obviously has masses of knowledge, as does Gia, as does the rest of the team that we'll be calling upon. We want you to also hear other people's stories. We want you to hear from other founders, other successful businesses who have been working in this space, other accelerators, what they're seeing in the marketplace. So you can get a really broad picture of what the environment is like. But there's still more. Yes, there is still more. A huge component of the program is our mentoring. And for any mentors who are on our call today, thank you for joining us. We hold you very dear. Our mentor volunteers, they give their time to help and support the founders as they're going through the program. And we're going to come to a little bit more about the mentors in just a short while. But the mentoring is a key part of the program design and success. In June, we will be holding a demo day. And in this demo day, what we will do is we're going to be inviting the businesses who are ready, who are at that stage, to pitch their idea in front of a panel of investors. So that'll be by invitation, and the opportunity will then be available to those businesses, as I say, who have got to that stage, because we appreciate that people are going to be at different stages, but or any of the founders who are at that stage, to really unlock some great potential for financing. We're not just talking hundreds of dollars, thousands of dollars. This could be tens of thousands of dollars. Hey, even more. Now, before everybody panics and goes, oh my goodness, how am I going to pitch? How am I going to pitch? How am I going to pitch? That is something that we will actually be covering in the content of the program. So in these workshops that we'll be doing, we'll also be dropping in pitching sessions where you actually get to practice, and we'll be giving you feedback and pointers and ideas on how to actually build a really successful pitch. And if there's one person that I know how to pitch a business, it's Alina. So she will be definitely an expert in the room on how to pitch to this panel of investors. And we'll be specifically hand selecting them for you to be able to pitch to. That's a great opportunity to get some financial support there. And last but most certainly not least is that this is an environment of support, not just from the CryptoChicks team, but also within yourselves. You're all founders who are in the program, all working away to get that really successful business. You're likely to hit the same obstacles, have successes that you want to celebrate. Sharing those with each other means that you can actually support each other through this journey. It may be that you hit a roadblock, but it's a roadblock that one of your peers has already experienced and has had the opportunity to overcome, and they can share that information with you, and they can share that support, and they can share your successes. And that's really important in this program. So that's how we deliver the program. So as I mentioned, we're really excited about bringing guest speakers, and I'm going to throw this to Gia. Gia, would you like to tell us about our upcoming guest speaker?
Yes, hi everyone. So our first guest speaker will be from the Techstars program, Techstars Filecoin. They'll be coming to speak to you guys about validating your startup idea and any question that you may have. So I understand that a lot of the startups in our hatchery program are at the idea stage. Here you can actually speak to an expert, the managing director at Techstars, and ask questions on, well, how do I validate this idea? Is it the right idea or not? And he will go through the steps with you to ensure that you are on the right track. So that will be held on the second week of November, most likely either November 11th or the 14th. We're just confirming the date, and I will keep you guys posted on that.
So really excited about our first guest speaker. Is starting next week. So when we launch, we go for it. So get ready to jump right into the program. And then the next workshop will actually be the week after that. Again, the Thursday time, just to be confirmed on that, but we'll keep you posted on that. So next week is our guest speaker on validating your idea. And then the following week, we'll have a workshop. And that workshop is going to be on raising capital successfully. We need to make sure that you know how to start raising some money. So that's going to be our next workshop. And more workshops will obviously follow roughly every 2 weeks after that point. So get ready for some idea validation and some information about raising capital. They're coming to you very, very soon. So what should you expect by the end of the program? So we've done the why, the how, the what. So what do you come out with at the end? So solid practical knowledge on building that successful business. You will have a minimal viable product or prototype. You'll have your business name and logo all organized. You'll have your website and social media set up. You'll have your business actually registered, and you will have market tested your business and your business model to know whether it's actually going to fly and be successful. So you'll get responses to your actual business idea. And also, I do want to again draw particular attention to this final item, the investor pitch. We will be providing you with, like I said, hands-on coaching and training in how to actually pitch your business to get investors and get money behind you. And we'll actually give you a strategy and almost a recipe on how to do this successfully. So that's what you can expect by the time you close through all the stages of the program. But that's not everything, because we've also got some bonuses. Is that our founders are featured on our websites and at any of the CryptoChicks events. Are invited to speak at CryptoChicks events and any of our partner events. Also is through the work of the team is that we do have a number of partners, and sometimes getting into these events, you know, there's limited tickets, or there's an early bird process, or, you know, there's an exclusive VIPs, etc. Is because we partner with quite a number of organizations, we can often get free or heavily discounted access to those special events, conferences, online, whatever they may be. So through the connections of the hatchery, you'll also be able to attend, hopefully, a wide range of events during the year. So what do we ask of you? Sorry, Elena.
I just wanted to mention that, please, because we will be also sending you a newsletters
Yes.
with the events. So yes, please pay attention. If you would like to speak, you know, or attend any of the events, please let us know. We're always there. There are events that come like going on at least, you know, every week right now, virtual and also in person already started. So yes, and we will be notifying you about them.
So yes, keep an eye out for those newsletters. Gia.
I also, I just got a message from Techstars actually as soon as I said this. They proposed Friday, November 12th. Amelia, I know it's you're in Australia, and they proposed 1:30 p.m. So I just want to let you guys know that's when they can attend. But if that time does not work, we can see what we can see if we can ask them for a different time. Just let me know if you can by the end of today, and I will arrange that time with Techstars.
We can dig into that when we move into our just the founders and mentors section as well. So that's great news. Hey, it's all happening right as we speak. So there's a few things that we do ask you to bring to the table, because, you know, I've spoken through all the things that as an organization CryptoChicks does and what you can expect from us. But we do ask you for a certain amount of things back, so that this is actually a learning journey for everybody and a successful incubation for everybody. So we do ask you for the founders to dedicate at least 3 hours a week to working on your startup. Please do attend all of the workshops and the events. Obviously, time zones, availability, we take that into account, but we do also record everything. You know, so make sure that you can attend as many as you can, and follow up with the recordings. Complete those training activities, those assignments. Engage with your mentor. You will not believe the power that a mentor is going to give you, but that only works if you actually engage with them and support each other. And our mentors, they will respond to the messages. They will be scheduling and attending meetings with the founders, checking in on the founders, making sure they're doing okay, attending any of those events. And we ask our mentors for about 2 to 3 hours a month availability to help with the founders. So that's what we ask from participants in the program. But that's enough of me talking. Gosh. Gia, would you like to ask some of our founders, our startups, to actually introduce themselves to us today?
Yes. Hi, everyone. So if Amelia, if you would like to go first to kind of just introduce your startup, just give a 1-minute pitch with your ask from your mentors, that would be great. Just, you know, what is it that you're building? What are you working on? And what are your expectations from the program?
Lovely. Okay, thank you, Gia. My name is Amelia Colliver. I'm calling in from, where am I now? I'm actually on holidays at the moment. So I'm about 3.5 hours north of Sydney in a place called Bluey's Beach. I run a business called Art Pharmacy. We're an art consultancy based in Australia. We do a lot of we work with a lot of corporate companies. We put artworks into large corporations. We do a lot of digital assets. And I've been in the space for just on the outskirts with the NFTs and watching it, and I've been investing a little bit as well in the altcoins. So I really do understand how it works and how quickly it moves as well. So I've been interested in starting a platform, an NFT platform for artists. So I'm sort of embarking on that journey at the moment, and just thinking about what kind of technology, what coins I'll be using. And actually, I think for what we're doing, it is actually the education for the corporates to understand actually how this world works, because as you know, it's actually very complex, and that's why Alina started the business. And I can see just with when you opened up today and you were mentioning how hard it was just to even get that software. That's what my challenge is going to be, is actually teaching the corporates and understanding them how to potentially buy an NFT from us, and how easy it can be. Rather than buying a digital asset, it's going to be an NFT. So that's it. I'm just thank you. And it's really early for me in the morning, so I might be a bit rusty. I'm looking forward to the program. And what am I trying to get at? I don't know, I really like the idea of females. I'm in an entrepreneurial group here in Australia, EO, it's a global network, and I run the Women of EO. So I do really like women, and I think that there's power in that support. Even though I did say to a friend, he's like, but you got to be around men as well. I was like, I know, but I think sometimes it's nice having that support from women. So look, I'm really looking forward to it, and thank you so much for today. I can see how much effort and time you've put into this, and it's really amazing. So thank you.
Thank you, Amelia. And now Prince, he is dialing in from Africa. So Prince, if you can please introduce your chapter and some of the companies that are in our program from Africa, please.
Okay. Hello, everyone. I am Prince Olaoye Gafar, the lead ambassador CryptoChicks Nigeria, and I'm so glad joining you at this period. Unfortunately, some of my members have not been able to join. I don't know if some are following on YouTube. So I have like 4 or 5 women founders that ought to be in this program too. So like I said, I'm Prince Olaoye, the lead ambassador CryptoChicks Nigeria. We are trying to promote and the awareness and education as regards blockchain technology to Nigerian startups and entrepreneurs and Africa at large. Presently, I'm working on a startup, Foodex. Foodex is food exchange that has to do like a tech food bank that would have the hub between the farmers, the supply chains, and the end consumers and the retailers. So we're looking forward to see how we can do this. Once again, I'm glad to be here, and I look forward to this program. And maybe as we go ahead, other founders from my network will be joining, in particular the ladies and the youth. And like I said, this is innovative, and we look forward to a very successful program. Thank you, Jer. Thank you, Elena, and thank
you, Prince, for this. And now we have Fatima. Can you please introduce where you're calling in from and your startup as well?
Yeah, thank you very much. My name is Fatima. My experience, well, I've been in software for all of my life. And I started with crypto in 2013. I've been doing mainly consultancy, and I also I ran a brokerage, a crypto brokerage for 2 years. I am from Uruguay, which we are a small country in South America between Argentina and Brazil, our bigger networks, bigger neighbors that you may know more about. And I got a partner from Argentina. Our startup idea is to create what we call a social media marketplace. It's a mix between a social network, a media facility where you can have streaming and so, and a marketplace where you can buy and sell products and services using crypto. Because I think that it's a bit frustrating that you can do mostly nothing with crypto, but maybe speculate. It's very difficult today to buy products and services. There are of course exceptions. There are places that accept Bitcoin, maybe, but not really a fluid marketplace where you can have a lot of activity. We are right now creating a prototype, and we are working on a pitch deck and a business plan. And I think that probably the business plan and market test are the areas where we need more help. Thank you.
Thank you for that, Fatima. And now we have Cassie. She is a founder from LA. And Cassie, you've been in the program for 3 years now, right? Would you like to share some of your experiences and what stage of your company you're at right now?
Sure. Thank you, Gia. It's Casey. So I'm an art historian with over 25 years of experience working in auction houses and dealers and at the Getty Research Institute. I'm the founder of a project called Behind the Art. It's a platform that combines blockchain and artificial intelligence with the resources and expertise of the art world, providing a speedier, less costly method to conduct thorough research. Where I am right now is I am desperate to find a tech co-founder. This has proven more difficult than I thought. So that is something that I really want to attack sooner than later.
Perfect. Thank you for that. And we'll also help you out with the founders. I'll see if there's someone in my network that can also help with the tech side and to actually figure you out with somebody. Yes.
Sure. Super. Thank you.
Thank you. And now we have Lee May. Can you please introduce yourself and your participation in the program?
Hi, everybody. My name's Lee May Nicoletos. I'm from Aurora, Ontario, Canada. I'm currently solo, but would love to have a co-founder also in tech. My project idea is to replace a Michelin guide, which you're probably familiar with, but to base it on ESG principles, environmental, social, and governance. I want to reward farmers who go out of their way to use regenerative farming that keeps carbon in the earth, and also organic farmers, and make that information easily findable in the stores or restaurants that are selling. My goal is to have more people aware of what's the best thing for our earth when we're eating, but also perhaps have corporate money invested in the environment and lowering carbon footprints, contributing to the startup too. Thank you.
Thank you, Lee. That's a great initiative, especially with the recent carbon emissions problem. So thank you for that. I'm looking forward to your solution. And now we have Mariano. Can you please introduce your startup and your project?
Yes. Hello, everyone. In fact, I am Fatima's partner, so I'm not gonna repeat what she said about our project, but I will introduce myself. I am from Argentina. I am a blockchain fan. Right now, I am, other than working in the project with Fatima, I am working in a decentralized wallet project in Argentina with a Mexican company. Well, that's it. The project we are working on is a decentralized platform that will work as a social network, marketplace, and media platform. That's what we are working with Fatima. Thank you.
Perfect. Can Natalia please introduce your project and yourself, please?
Hi, hello. This is Natalia Villarreal. I've had more than 14 years of experience working with people development, mostly on the private sector. And I started working in 2020 with a project that is a social media, but at the same time, an opportunity for a space for Mexican and Latin American Spanish-speaking women to create safe networks and a support community. So we do have a marketplace, and we have also some alliances with partners. I think we've been exploring how to create benefits, how to create some kind of, let's say, experiences, courses, and training as if I were in charge of the development of them, but for a widespread community. So we created an academy, some a blog where they create their own content. So we're basically creating this culture of self-development. So my quest here would be to incorporate blockchain as a way for them to save money, interact, and create safe connections between them. So we have a fairly a small community. We're like 700 women, and we just need to keep evolving and understanding how the technology can help us connect with each other. And I think my quest would be to identify the different avenues on the business model. We've thought about some different models on either a subscription or having. So I guess I'm just looking forward to see how is it that what I already have built can really land into something that is sustainable, and how can technology empower us to create our mission. So I guess I'm here happy to learn. I was listening to Fatima, and I think we have some similar similar scopes on the marketplace, and I mean, so I've thought of blockchain as a way to bring safety, security, safe relationships, and mentoring. So well, we are poderosa.com. That's our site, and happy to be here. Thank you.
Thank you, Natalia. I think we have a few more minutes left. If some of the mentors can introduce themselves. We have Amber on the call. Please introduce yourselves, and then just to kind of familiar yourselves with the mentors.
We also have Laszlo on the call as well.
Yes.
Did you want to do that first, Elena?
Yes, let's do it. Like, yeah, Amber, can you introduce yourself? Yes.
Oh, okay, perfect. Hi, my name is Amber. I'm the founder and CEO at Outlier Compliance Group. I define what we do in very short terms as we try to keep our clients out of trouble. And I've been a mentor with the hatchery for, geez, it's been a couple of rounds now, hasn't it?
Yes,
absolutely
yeah,
fantastic
at least,
to be here.
I think two cohorts before. Yes, yeah, from the very beginning.
And I have joining me my colleague Hannah Winter, who is going to be acting as my co-mentor. So it's her first round of mentorship. So generally, we will try to both be on those meetings together so that you get the benefit of both of our brain power. It's great to be here. Thank you.
Thank you, Amber. And thank you, Hannah.
Thank you. And Laszlo, please introduce yourself.
Okay, I managed to unmute myself. Hi, everyone. This is Laszlo Sándor from Abizont. I own and manage an IT business services. We just recently launched a new brand called WebinR, which is operator-assisted, white-labeled webinar platform. I've been in tech forever. At least this is how I feel. Certainly active in the tech startup ecosystem in Toronto in the past 5 years. And so I've been with CryptoChicks as a mentor since last year. So this is going to be my second cohort. And I'm very excited and looking forward to all of you guys. And I hope I will be able to give you valuable inputs and help to be more successful.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Laszlo. I would like to also just go over other mentors that we have in Hatchery who are not here, unfortunately, but they are also committed, give their time. And as well, my role today to look at all of you, and just identify what you need and maybe to bring the mentors that you will benefit the most from as well. But our existing mentors that are in our Hatchery, Tracy Leparulo, she is one of the people that been in crypto and Bitcoin from the very beginning, and she's really good in the marketing. For example, then we also have Nelia Texiera. So she is great in the legal department. So she's a lawyer by profession as well. So she can bring lots of value to you in that regard. Lucy Gallardo, she's absolutely amazing, founder of Emerge, and she also UN ambassador as well. So she not only can bring you lots of connections in UN, for example, but also lots of expertise on how to build social-oriented business. Next one is Meta Palikar. She is a co-founder of and CTO of Casper Labs. She's also absolutely wonderful. So she is the door to also on how to build a business on the technology side, and as well, so she has lots of connections to the private investors that you can benefit from. Laszlo here, so he introduced himself. Lance Morgan, so he's the president of the intelligence group, and he can also provide you lots of expertise on how to build different kind of startups in the blockchain. Scott Grownick, so he is a founder of so one of the co-founders of the Shapeshift, but he is the founder of the wallet as well. So, and he has lots of kind of expertise on how to start from the ground zero, from no money to very prosperous business. Carla Kababi, she is really good in social media and social media marketing. So she is the founder of Claret. Edge Belgians, she is actually from Turkey, and she's a Bitcoin video blogger. She built an amazing, huge community. So she has right now 50,000 people in her video blog. So of course, she can teach you on how to do that. Jagdish Pandya, so he is the chairman of the Block On group, has also helped a lot of our startups and wonderful mentors. I know that he would like to help you as well. Sandra Francisco, business coach. So she has her own program as well, but she's more into again like business versus personal life balance, and on how to grow as the business, but at the same time grow as a person as well. Mohammed Chaluli, so he's a research expert and also software web developer. So technical questions, that's what his strength is. Amber introduced herself already. Jonathan Irvin, yeah, so he actually wanted to be here and couldn't. So he is the expert on all the grants and how to apply for the grants. So if you're thinking of applying of one of the grants, like government grants, he can direct you and help you. Maxime Galash, he is serial entrepreneur, and right now, so he's actually the founder of one of the very prominent startup, and so he again, so it's really hard to get his time, but if we get his time, he's very, very good to help. And as well, so his company is committed to provide many mentors. So like we can have them and I can have help. Matthew Hobbs, he's our specialist for the international relationships, so especially specializes in London. So his specialty is very kind of like narrow, but if you would like to do business in London, this is the person that you talk to. Patrick Collins, so he is the one of the co-founders of Chainlink. So Chainlink is a very prominent blockchain startup, so with the oracles, so you probably all know him. And he's also the mentor in our hatchery. Vince Fung, he has over 30 years experience of building various startups. He's a Debian Xpera IT this is the consulting agency that helps I think majority, so they have market offices across all Canada and helping different companies and enterprises in the IT management. Tarusha Mittal, so she actually wanted to be here as well. I'm not sure, so she sent me a message that she's in another meeting, but it's okay. So she's the co-founder of the Aura Pocket and Open DeFi. So she is a wonderful, lady, very business driven, and yes, again, co-founded lots of startups and can help. Again, we have access, since this is our line of business for a long time, we have access to many startup founders in the blockchain space. So any startup, you name it, and we probably have a connection to them. So if you have somebody in mind that you would like to talk to and you would like to get expertise from, let me know. We will connect you, or we can find the people that know the people that know the people, and so this is our strength. And in terms of the mentorship as well, again, my role today to see where you are and to see how we can help. And it's probably we're going to start with the meetings with me, and where I will mentor you, at least to get you into the direction that you will be, to set you on the right path. Again, right for me, that's how I think. For you, it will be the right for you. So you will have to choose your own path. Again, in this, there is no magic bullet. There is no recipe how to build startup. Everyone is different. And I will not be surprised if one of you will build, such a great unicorn that we had no idea that you would do it, right? Again, so this is the land of possibilities, and it's all on you. And everything that you saw today on the slides, all our milestones, everything that we say that you will have at the end of the hatchery, it's not that we will provide to you, we will guide you, and we will open the door for you, but you will have to walk through this door yourself. So there's no one that can help you more than you will help yourself. Of course, we will do it to the extent that we can. We will direct you, we will connect you, we will help to fund you, but you will need to do lots of work, and startup is a lot of work. Thank you.
Thank you, Alina. You took the words right out of my mouth, and it was perfect coming from you about this is a two-way relationship. That we will give you everything that we can, but you also need to jump in and really dive into this and take on the challenge yourself. So at this point, I'm going to say farewell to everyone who is on our live stream via our YouTube channel. So I will shortly be closing that down. Everybody who's in the Zoom, stay where you are, because then we're going to actually dive and move on with the stuff that we can do with you direct. So for everybody who's on our live stream, thank you very much for joining us today, and we will see you soon.
And if you would like to join our CryptoChicks Hatchery, you can always do via CryptoChicksHatchery.com. We're not closing the program down. This is something that we do all year round. So if you would like to onboard, if you're listening to it, you're interested, you would like to onboard, then you can do it.
There we go. There's the details. So our website is CryptoChicksHatchery.com. You can email us at stayintouch@cryptochicks.ca. We've also got our Twitter and Instagram accounts. And if you go to our main website, cryptochicks.ca, you can sign up for that newsletter that Alina was talking about, where we'll be sending you out details of all the events and things that are happening. If you're in the hatchery, you'll already be getting that. But if you're not yet, definitely sign up for that. But head to the CryptoChicksHatchery.com website to find out more about the program and how to sign up for it. So farewell to the live